Some remarks made by the presumptive GOP presidential nominee over the weekend sparking backlash. Former President Trump is now clarifying his remarks about a so-called bloodbath if he doesn't win against President Biden. KTLA's Alina Abovian is in the newsroom with the latest. Good morning, Alina.
Good morning, Eric. That's right. Donald Trump is considered the presumptive Republican nominee, and over the weekend he was out campaigning and made some controversial remarks. This was during a rally in Ohio. Both the announcer and Mr. Trump making some questionable references when talking about the January 6th rioters.
Please rise for the horribly and unfairly treated January 6th hostages.
And you see the spirit from the hostages, and that's what they are, as hostages.
There are some reports the teleprompter wasn't working during the rally due to high winds, and Trump was struggling to find the right words. In one example, he insisted President Biden beat Barack Obama during a national election, which obviously never took place. He also warned of, quote, a bloodbath if he loses the election, and called immigrants animals.
They've been treated terribly. I don't know if you call them people. In some cases, they're not people, in my opinion. These are animals, okay? If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
And Mr. Trump's remarks are drawing sharp backlash from many Democrats and also Republicans. Former Vice President Mike Pence, who announced Friday he is not endorsing Trump, came to his defense of his former boss over the weekend when speaking with the media.
The president was clearly talking about the impact of imports devastating the American automotive industry.
What does that mean? He's going to exact a bloodbath? There's something wrong here. We just have to win this election.
In response to this, Mr. Trump saying this in part, the fake news media and their Democrat partners in destruction of our nation pretended to be shocked by my use of the word bloodbath. With the electric car mandate being pushed by Biden, there soon won't be any cars made in the USA unless I'm elected president, in which case auto manufacturing will thrive like never before. And firing back, President Biden criticizing Mr. Trump during a dinner Saturday night in D.C. regarding his mental stability, saying the big news this week is two candidates clinch their party's nomination for president. One candidate is too old and mentally unfit to be president. The other is me. A new poll released this morning by the firm Public Policy Polling is showing President Biden leading former President Trump by 1 point, considered to be, however, a statistical error based on a margin of error. We'll send it back to you.